Ugh. Oh my goodness. Yes, that is a big chunk of concrete that used to have a post sticking out of here that was upright, and that was part of a deck. And this whole area was covered in decking here up until a couple of years ago. Several of my friends probably remember this all had decking. In fact, some of the old decking is used here. Um, yeah, but I think part of the reason somebody built a deck here is because this is all clay sediment. This is part of the Missoula floodplains. And this is very heavy, dense clay. You can see big chunks of it on the sides over there. It's not nice stuff. It's thick, it's heavy. Man, it just doesn't let any air through. So what I'm doing is I have to excavate down because I'm going to put a pond in here eventually, so that'll get excavated. So this is just kind of preparing for that in a way. But in the interim, I'm going to use it as a planting bed. But I have to go down. And so I found, or I should say the rototiller found, 4 of those big chunks. So there's actually 2 in that pile there, and there's 1 in that pile there. And what I'll do is I'll come out with the sledgehammer and I'll bust them into some smaller, easier pieces to move around and put them in the wheelbarrow, and then I'll use them to fill in little gaps around the edges of the shop or whatever to keep the critters from crawling around in there. They're good for stopping animals from going under fencing or what have you that way. But it's good repurposing of that. So it'll get used on the property. Yeah, but I tell you what, the champion is this little rototiller, because it just really tore through that stuff. You know, this area right here was probably, I mean, you can see that pot there. That's a foot of material that I excavated out. I mean, really. And then, of course, if you go down in the very middle there, where I've been digging, that's probably like a 2 feet lower than what it was this morning, because remember I took out all of this soil too. So I'm getting closer to what I want to do. I'm basically got 2 of them almost dug, and then I'm gonna enlarge it over here so I can do a second plant in this area. But man, this has just kicked my ass today. I am done. I am weak now. I'm spongy. I have no muscle tone left. The energy is gone. That's cool. I did so much today. I can't believe I got so much of this done. It's remarkable. And I'll show you guys. I used this little teeny tiny shovel. Over the years, you know, I had doctors tell me, Deb, you have fibromyalgia and whatever, and it's like, all right, whatever. I still want to garden, and I still want to work in the yard. And so what I did is I just took, instead of doing the big shovels, I went to a small one. And you know, it's not huge, but that little shovel got all of this moved. I can still get stuff done, it just takes me longer. And by using a smaller shovel, it's easier on my body. So I encourage everybody who has any kind of a disability, keep doing what you love. Just find a way to do it on a little smaller scale and give yourself more time. You know, the thing about being disabled is you got all the time in the world. You don't have to rush on your projects. It doesn't bother me that I've got all this wood on the side of the house, which is leftover decking that I'm going to reuse. Yes, because it's not pretty. But it's a great idea to store it there, and it's materials that will get used eventually as I work through the projects in this area. And by reusing those materials and storing them and putting up with the ugliness of it for a while, then you know, I save some money. And those materials don't go to landfill. And then when I have projects to do, there you go, I have material. So I think what I'll do is just build a big clay berm all the way around the outside here and kind of build a pit. And it might end up being, you know, kind of a figure 8 shape at the end of the day when I get that other side done. I don't think there's concrete over there because I have removed a lot of these chunks of concrete before. I knew there was some more in here in this area, but I kind of forgot how many. There might also be some more over in this area, but I'm probably not going to plant that anytime soon. But this is a big, huge chunk of this project move forward. I mean, really a big chunk. This is a lot of work to do this today. So, yeah, this is going to be a really cool planting bed for a marijuana plant. Or 2 of them, I should say. 2 of them here, 1 of them over there. So now that you guys can see, I've got that excavated down. So I think what I'll do is I'll get that excavated down as deep as I want it to go. And then what I'll do is take and start layering in the materials that I want. Now this stuff really needs to add some chicken poo to it and fertilize it up. And I got to get my mix right for what I want to do. And then I'm just going to add this and the material in that big bag over there back in layers. And it'll be clean and it'll be stratified. Nice clean material. And then I'm going to add, you know, bark mulch in there and fertilizer and some of that new product that's coming here very shortly. That's going to help grow me some nice pot. And then, of course, a lot of that chicken poo with mulch in it that's in the walkways and the chicken run. A lot of that will come in here, and that's probably going to be about 1/3 of the soil at the end of the day, because that'll really nutrify this. And so I think I'll do some gravel on the bottom, some rock. I'll probably put all that rock on the bottom, so it'll have some pretty good drainage there. And the water will settle into the bottom of this basin, kind of like what it's doing, and then that rock will be there. The roots can come in and suck that water up in the middle of summer, and it'll help to keep them moist. So at the end of the day, and I'll get rid of that rock. But that'll be a good plan. Plus, you know, rocks are going to give you a lot of good mineral content for your plants, so that's always a bonus. Anyhow, I'm talking too long because I'm exhausted. But, yeah, I got a big hole in the backyard and a smile on my face for it. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.